What's up, guys? This is Dre. It's been a while since I've done a video. I just want to come to you guys on some real life stuff. You guys see the haircut. It's been cut for almost a month. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, that's cool too. Um, One of the things that bothers me in this world is about relationships. The things that we do in relationships. It's a whole bunch of things. For one, it seems like everybody is okay with just being number one. A lot of people are okay with being number two. Not that many people are okay with being number three. We act like monogamy just doesn't exist anymore. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I know for sure, I've seen it with my own eyes, that monogamy does exist. But yet and still, we up here saying, oh, he knows who number one is. These girls know who number one is. Notice that men don't really say that stuff. It's typically women. It's typically us who say those things. Now, my thing is this. What's wrong with wanting to be the one and only? What's wrong with demanding to be the one and only? You know, we settle for so much. Another thing that irritates me is I love to see black and white come together, or I love to see different ethnic groups come together and create a family. But one thing I really despise is a lot of people are talking about getting with a white man for money. I'm sorry, but you're never going to find love that way. You're not going to find love that way. That's why Chris Brown say in his music video that he don't mess with broke women. It's not a good idea for people to develop a relationship off of monetary issues, monetary security. You will always get something temporary. You will never get something that is meaningful. You won't. You will never get something that's meaningful. And it just frustrates me to just beyond boundaries. It frustrates me beyond boundaries. Because we're saying that's all we are materialistic. We're saying that that's the only thing that white men can offer us as black women. And also, it's not just black women. It's a whole lot of women looking for a come up one way or another. It is. But you wonder why there's no marriage yet. You wonder why this person ain't put the ring on it. You wonder why you're not number one. Because if you enter a relationship for somebody's money, they're probably thinking that they're not number one. And why would they make you number one if they're not number one? You know, this stuff irritates the world out of me. It does. It irritates the world out of me. And sometimes you can't talk about this stuff too much without somebody getting offended. Sometimes you can't talk about these things at all, depending on what type of environment you're in. But my thing is, why can't we talk about all this other basic stuff, and it's cool, but we can't have these type of conversations? That's what I'm talking about. We can't have these type of conversations that make sense, that are reality checks, because we want to go with what's trending. We're adults, but yet we still want to go with what's trending. Twerking is not going to get you a quality man. It's not. Twerking is not going to get you a quality man. Doing what you see Nicki Minaj do is not going to get you a quality man. And I wouldn't be surprised if she don't even do that behind closed doors. But maybe she does. I ain't going to try to judge her, but I'm simply saying you gotta separate real life from fantasy. And most of our entertainment is just that, fantasy. It's not going to create anything worthwhile. It's not going to create anything long lasting. But yet we incorporate it into our lives like it is. It's not. It's not going to get you the marriage that you're looking for. It's not going to get you the happiness that you want. But, you know, I'm just an ordinary girl. I'm just an ordinary girl. And some people say, you know, they say I haven't really lived life like that, or this, that, and the other. So you're telling me that if I let this stuff infiltrate my mind, then I have really lived life. That's what you're saying. See, I'm more old school. I'm more of a product of the 90s, which ain't really that old school, that much old school if you think about it, because most of us grew up in the 90s. Most of the people that I'm Facebook friends with, that I hang around, we are 90s kids. You know, it was never a good thing to be seen as a whore. It was never a good thing to exalt the temporary things over things that actually matter. But, you know, 2015, we do that. 2015, we do that. We do that. And also, because you see it in our entertainment, nobody's going to put things out there that we don't like. Nobody's going to put things out there that we don't want to listen to. What's hot is what we are eating up. That's what's hot. What's relevant is what we're consuming from a day-to-day basis. Rap artists, music artists, any kind of artists you think of are putting out things that people want to see and things that people want to hear. I'm sorry, if you love Young Thug, you know, me personally, I'd rather listen to Monica over Young Thug. Me personally, though I don't like a lot of Lil Wayne's music, I'd rather listen to Lil Wayne. That's just me. And, you know, take our entertainment as an example of how far off we've gotten since the 90s. I'm not saying that it was the best era. I'm just simply saying that you can see how we're gradually progressing into basic things. How we're gradually becoming more and more shallow as people. That's just my thought.